So let's talk about underwater combat, shall we?
Pretty cool.
Aiden?
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So you are flat-footed unless you have a swim speed. You gain resistance 5 to acid and fire. You take a -2 circumstance penalty to melee slashing or bludgeoning attacks that pass through water.
Which would be his tongue flurry fist, so it's -2. Yep. That's not so bad.
Ranged attacks that deal bludgeoning or slashing damage automatically miss if the attacker target is underwater, and piercing ranged attacks made by an underwater creature or against an underwater target have their range increments halved. You can't cast fire spells or use actions with the fire trait underwater, and at the GM's discretion, some ground-based actions might not work underwater or while floating.
So he's on the water, I'm under the water, and because he's using bludgeoning, it's not just -2, he misses? Unless he wants to
get ranged attacks.
Well, this is.
No, it's a melee attack.
Oh, this is a reach attack.
It's a melee attack at range.
It's a reach attack, actually.
Yeah, he is at range to me.
Yeah, sorry, no, it's a reach attack. Okay. All right, so let's get into some logos.
Soft banter this time.
Soft.
Soft banter.
Rules banter.
Gentle.
Moist. Banter, I like it. I like the moist banter.
Well, we are in a swamp.
So last
very damp.
Last episode, we had Al destroying the eco-friendly system of the swamp with ice storms, raining death and destruction, and seriously hurting the combatants while flying. Glug Glug is up.
Just doing my part.
Can't help to notice there's a lot of edge of the map hugging going on again here. Just saying. This is not like a stairwell we can use cover in certain other games. Miros.
Well, stop having that great big clay golem chase after us. We won't run away so far.
First of all, I'll give you a little hint. He's on loan from another faction. And second, there he is. And second, I just run the monsters they place on the board. Sorry.
I was hoping they double down insurance.
Speaking of monsters, Bugger number 21 sees an opportunity to save himself from the cold. He dives underwater, trying to be stealthy, misses the DC of Miros. Miros can see the ripple in the water, and he comes in and he closes at the range. Now, Miros in frog form has a reach attack of 25 feet.
Yeah, man.
So before I get even that close, he provokes attack of opportunity, and we.
As I watch him, I don't think he's like underwater. I think he's just like Michael Phelpsing his way across the top, just like. His mind, he thinks he's stealthy.
Well, I had to go into the water to get out of the storm. So he's into the water, and anyway.
Oh, you should remove the restraint condition from him.
Oh, he's still restrained, is he?
Yep.
Aren't we all?
He's emotionally restrained.
We must break the chains of capitalism.
I don't think this boggart has to deal with capitalism.
They got dragonesses. Of course they have to deal with capitalism.
Exactly.
Isn't there more like imperialism?
Is there a difference?
How about attack of opportunityism?
Which ism do you want?
I want the attack of opportunityism. This is going to be another long-ass episode, please.
Budley.
Come on. Joe's got to get to that cottage. Right? He leaves
tomorrow.
He leaves tonight.
No, that's tomorrow.
Well, this will air long after we both get in shit for keeping you back, though I don't know why I'm involved.
What'd you get, Ryan?
I rolled a 19.
Or a...
Yeah, 28.
Nice. That hits.
Bam!
And
damage.
Doesn't say crit, so it doesn't restrain his movement.
Nope, but he takes 13 points of damage.
Okay. Smack. Ow. But does not... But I'm going to try to continue. Because if you can't stop his movement, he will... That was attack of opportunity, so he's going to try and finish his turn.
So everyone knows, a 19 wasn't a crit.
No, you rolled a 9.
Oh.
You have a plus 19 on your roll, which is ridiculous.
That technically should have been at a -2, so 26.
Oh, right. The underwater combat that we forgot.
Yep.
I think it still would have hit, though.
But it was still hit.
Isn't it great being a large frog?
25 is all you needed, so even with -2, thank you, Aiden. That's good.
You're honest.
And the damage is 13, which I believe has been applied. So coming back to the actual buggert's turn, he pops up with a big black welt, one eye's closed. Because you smacked him in the face with your tongue. And as much as I'd like to try and
eyeball.
tongue grab you, I think you're too big for him to try to restrain you, and this is not really
You
working.
can certainly try.
So he jumps up in your face and tries to hit you with your staff, with his staff, with a 22. But you were
Negatory.
targeted, so that misses.
That's a miss.
All right, brings us to Lobrak. What do you want to do, Lobrak? You were hiding, but let's bring you back into the world of what the hell?
Yeah.
There we go. Back in the world of players, make you green again.
Oh, one of the baboons has joined our side.
I see that. I give them with you guys. There we go.
Just make some easy targets. But
Oh,
no,
hang on.
so
Hang on. Sorry, the baboon was supposed to go. I'm sorry. Before we get to Lobrak,
No, I
How
think
does-
you also changed Daniel. I
how
don't
did it
think
change?
Lobrak
How
and
did it change
Vicar.
his initiative?
I don't think the
27.
order.
Oh, it's because we all have the same initiative of 27.
yeah, I
Alright.
think it's fine. I'm not
And-
going to affect him. He's not going to affect me. And Niles
Okay.
is down.
All right, so hit me with what you're doing. I'll hit Ark with what I'm doing, and we'll say
Yeah.
it all happens same time.
I'm going. I'm going to swim.
Creatures
under...
go first
Oh yeah.
and seconded. And they
Uh,
shove the feet.
I throw stuff at you. Sorry, my first action to get something to throw at you, and then I throw
He is
something at.
is he attacking from the
I
ice
should be
storm?
pretty concealed.
He is concealed.
And
right,
cover
And
and
cover from the
foliage.
tree.
Yeah,
and
sorry.
foliage.
I just looked at what was targeted, and I was just trying to get this combat going. Sorry.
And my armor class is at 31 at the moment, which I don't know how to give myself the bonus for.
All right. Stop bragging. I dive under the water. It's cold. I try to get out of this cold zone, climb up over here. So it causes them to reset for a round. You know, it's cold, it's blurry, it's not going away. The spell doesn't dissipate in 6 seconds. He, scrambles into the water, swims away, rights himself on a branch, and perceives around to try to, re-engage in combat, which burns his turn. Now we have Lobrak.
Yes. So I saw the small draconic thing climb up the ledge past the gate, so I'm going to swim under the gate and stay stealth right under the water at the edge of the ledge, and prepare an action to attack this thing if it gets in range. So I'll make the
Okay, so
athletics check to
you swim there, and then you take 2 to prepare the single attack.
Yes,
okay.
swimming there stealthfully.
Yep. Drop stealth in the tower.
Yep. And I also got a 27 for my athletics check to swim, so
Okay.
it's good.
Now, I'm not supposed to reveal what it is, but I will say that Lobrak rarely rolls under 30 with his initiatives or his stealth, or just Aiden with the poser and the initiative and the stealth.
Look, it's fine. I can do nothing else except for stealthing and initiative.
Now, I will not say what the number is, but if you hear an excited giggle or a woot from me, that means he finally rolled under fucking 30. But there's no woot at this time, so I think you're solid, buddy.
Oh,
right.
awesome. Thank you. But that's
So-
my turn.
Okay. Vicar
I breathe. I'm done.
Do you have to wake up or anything? No?
No, I'm at 0.
Okay. Okay. Clay Golem. Clay Golem's turn, my official turn.
No longer grabbed. He still has a grabbed condition on it, looks like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I get really worried when they start being this nice to me about my creatures instead of like keeping their mouths shut, like, because it means something bad is coming my way or their way, its way. It doesn't care. Like, it takes a moment. I think it will take an actual action to perceive. Like, it stops cold, but and quickly reassesses what's going on because suddenly I can't see where I'm going. Right. So it does the look around and see how I have a one chink of, I can see this way. So I try to leave the area that way because he's left a gap. So I believe I take an action to perceive, and then it writes its course, as it were. There we go. Where was I? So he goes 5 and then starts climbing out. 10. Or sorry, I guess that was 10. Sorry, 10 because it's difficult terrain. Then I start climbing up. And I'm going to use my actions to just get up out of the water and away from this thing. So it just too much, was ordered into the water after you guys. I run around for a couple seconds. Even I realize I'm disintegrating. This is not good. Then I take a crap ton of damage, and it, following programmed orders.
Let's go crazy.
I need to defend the gate, and I need to see targets. So if I can't find a target, I go back to defending the gate, which it has. So this is not a GM override going, well, screw this, I'm getting out of the damage. I'm trying to think like a robot going, get it, get it, get it. Okay, he's dead. Get the next one, get the next one. Snowstorm, I can't see. Why can't I? Oh, I can see this way. Snowstorm's not ending. All right. Get out. Now it uses its final fourth action to perceive again. Anyway, with a athletics of 24, I'm pretty sure I can climb out, climb through, climb around, do whatever the hell I want. That's him. However, did not end my turn in the water. So do I take persistent damage because I didn't end my turn in the water, or do I have to take it anyway because I spent most of my turn in the water? Joe?
All based on what it states for its persistent damage.
I am no longer taking water. Like, by the end of my turn, I am no longer taking water or cold. So
I would say no.
One last water, maybe because I moved through it, or because I actually managed to leave the area and I didn't spend my entire turn in said effect.
Doesn't persistent damage resolve at the end of your turn?
I think so. So I was like,
persistent
I'd say you're
does, but this might not be persistent. This might just be exposure.
no, it actually talks about persistent. It says if there's an area or a persistent effect. I left the area, and
Or
since
persistent damage.
Yeah, but you existed in the area during your turn.
Right. Well, okay. How about this? Like,
Or-
a player is. Think you're a player, right? What does the player do? I leave the area, and I say, "What? But you got to take cold damage before you leave." You guys would be like, "Nope," because I left, and persistent comes at the end. So I think the player vice kind of applies for this thing. I'm actually going to rule that it got out.
Okay, cool.
I'd be very surprised, and I don't mind if you guys dig into this before the show's over because I'd rather retcon something in show than before.
That makes sense to
But
me.
before I'm gonna go,
Did it go berserk?
I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm excited.
You can't see it.
I can't see it.
Well,
I'm hiding in the trees.
Here's the thing, right? I kind of let something slip that I didn't think of. When it gets down to X to the nth hit point, I start doing rolls. So if you guys see me doing rolls, right?
You got your dice cam off. We don't know.
Actually,
secret.
I don't.
I found the immediate retcon.
Yeah.
Or possible retcon.
Go ahead. Well, I pull up my
Okay.
dice. No reason.
If the golem starts its turn in an area of magic of this type or is affected by a persistent effect of the appropriate types, it takes the damage listed in the parenthetical.
There you go. Okay. I don't mind that because it's talking about golem specific stuff as opposed to character. Like, the rules might side slightly on the side of the character, and I can't always use what happens to the character as a precedent for monsters. You're supposed to win, even if it's by an edge. So
Yeah, I think if it had like weakness, cold, and the spell itself says you take damage if you end your turn in the area effect, then it shouldn't take damage. But this is if it starts its turn in the area.
it
then
takes
it.
4 points from the water, 2d6. Al, can I have 2d6 cold damage? Because that's your fault. I blame you.
5d10?
No. Persistent damage is
no,
2d6.
He shouldn't take cold. Well, actually,
I started in the cold.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Area of
but
magic
the
is
spell
50.
specifies that if you end your turn there.
Ah.
Okay. Well, I didn't end my turn in the water.
Right. Well, but that's not the spell. You're
Right.
just suffering the effect from the native water.
It's a stimulus. So yeah,
Correct.
I can see that. Well,
Armin
now that the committee agrees with me,
No, you're wrong.
no, I just started to get a little. We're getting back to what we promised we wouldn't do. Everyone's like chiming in here, but that's fine. kind of let myself open for this because
I don't think you take cold damage. Like, even though you're in the heart of it when it started, it specifically says if you end your turn there.
Yeah. I gotta do this.
And golems are always weird and very rules specific, and you really got to get into it. I hate
fine.
golems.
I'm happy with the 2s. I love Golem. This thing's awesome. I love this thing. I don't care if you guys kill it. I thought you guys would dig it.
I certainly hope we kill it because
I was never alive. I don't have a name.
vengeance will be ours, brothers.
Which brings us to the draconic creature that was attacking Muros. And again, I'm going to swim clear, dive under, swim clear, come up, perceive. So swim clear and come up is an action. Perceive, what the hell happened? Where is everybody? Right? I see because I'm within like 60 feet of my comrades or whatever, I can just track them. They're all running towards something. So, okay, there's where the battle went. And I need to get clear of this cold. Now, I'm wondering...
Breaststroke there, my boy.
If I'm a heat creature...
Without a swim speed.
Well, no, yeah, we'll get to that. I was wondering if it took any vulnerable.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'm a modified heat thing, so yeah, it's not. Okay. Just double checking to see if there was any, because Fantasy Grounds didn't throw extra cold on this thing, not that I saw. Okay.
Now, if you feel spicy, feel free to, but,
Right. So getting back to, shit, I can't remember what swim speed is if you don't have it. It's like DC
swim checks, my bro.
10. Yeah, but what's the
Not
DC
fast.
for them?
You said it. It depends on what you're swimming through.
A home. I live here.
Okay, then
Murky water.
DC
like-
10 or 15. Probably.
It's calm water, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be real simple to make the check. Just don't.
Yeah, no, it's how fast I can go. If I have a
Nat 20.
So critical success.
Two nat 20s.
Oh,
yeah, aren't you
Great
happy
use
I
of them.
blew them on
Spend them on
swimming?
a swim check, not
Yes.
on a hit me check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
critical success. You move through the water 10 feet plus 5 feet per 20 feet of your land speed. Total of 15 feet for most PCs.
Okay, this thing has a 30-foot speed, so I'm assuming it was only going to get a 10 or 15 swim.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, so I swam like just down, out, and pop up. So I'm inside my movement, then I perceive. Now I want to start swimming in earnest towards the combat down here. So with 2 crits, I get my 15 plus 10. Is that what you're saying?
No, 10 plus 5, so 15 total.
Okay. Anyway, I ran an action, so that was a waste of a 20. 5, 10.
Not drowning is not a waste
Actually,
of
I'm
your
going to
actions.
climb up on this root. That's what my other athletics was for. I mount the root. And he's done. They are done. Glug glug.
All right. I'm going to fly down next to Vicar Niles.
Okay.
And then I'm going to reach down and whisper a prayer. Kyrgyz is going to help us win this battle, and lay hands on Vicar Niles.
Okay. What about dude 21? Did he die or is he here?
Yeah, he's dead. Thank goodness.
What didn't say? Where is that?
It does say he's dead.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong guy. Sorry. All right. Goodbye.
And so
Tombstone.
you have a +2 to your armor class, Joe, as well as plus 10 feet of movement.
Now,
And
does your initiative go to the guy that saved you, as opposed to like the guy that
No.
No. Fine.
And then I will raise my shield. Probably not going to need it, but
So
that's what I'll do.
he gets 24 back.
Correct.
It's magical healing, so we clear the wounded condition. Yes.
Got that magical healing.
Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, I think you do. Magical boost healing is instant, no more wounded, right?
No.
No.
It's the opposite. The treat wounds use of medicine is what removes the wounded condition, or healing a character up to their maximum HP removes the wounded condition. Magical healing does not affect the wounded
Okay,
condition.
so sorry, I keep getting that backwards. Okay, sorry, Glug Glug, you were saying.
I raise my shield.
You're
And I'm done.
and you're done. You don't take any actions to fly, so you land.
No, I moved over there. I
Yeah, no,
flew
mean, like,
over there.
I know, but you have to.
No, I flew up. No, I literally moved
right.
to get over there.
I'm thinking of hover at the end, so your flight there covers the minimum requirement.
Correct.
Okay. Next round, we'll decide if you want to fly off somewhere. My work here is done, citizen. He flies away, or something like that, right? Okay.
Special touch. Leave.
Yes. There's a lot of grabbing in this game.
Good touch.
Bogart number 2. This is the guy that slid down the tree trunk. Now I'm freezing my butt off. So 5, 10, 15.
It's snowing in the jungle. What the hell?
Water.
That's all difficult terrain for him too, right?
Yeah.
Right, 10, 20. No, it's the same for me. I'm burning all my actions pretty much just to get there. Like 2 actions just to get out there. I pop up and I perceive. Now, are we in the same round where Miros took his attack of opportunity? I think he did. Yeah, okay, so
I have not moved again, so I have not reset.
Yeah, but I'm saying your reaction hasn't reset, so you don't get
That is
another one
correct.
from this guy. So okay,
You're correct.
Anyway, they reposition. Same thing. Perceive what's going on. Pop up. Get the hell out of the cold. And now it's Miros' turn.
I got
Get
this,
that
guys.
crashing
Don't
wave
worry.
spell again.
I'm sorry. What?
Go ahead, Ryan. You say what you were saying.
No, I got this, guys.
Yeah.
Well, you're
I was
certainly
just
drawing
asking if
aggro.
I was just asking if you have another cast of that crashing wave spell.
No, I
Okay.
got. I need to have a sandwich.
'Cause this would be a great place for it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, now you're taking tips on spellcasting from the eco terrorist. Oh, Miros. Oh. Anyway,
He's my cousin. Of course, I'm going to take tips from him.
sorry. What do you want
We're
to do?
not supposed to talk about that, cousin.
Sorry. Don't tell Dad.
I thought it was Miros' mum we feared the most.
Oh yeah, Moira. Yeah, she'll focus up.
Oh, dude, I have got something planned about that. When your body gets home, I am literally. You know how they say like make the adventure your own, or the players can change something. Like we decided to keep the necromancer chick alive, where the module assumes you kill her, right? So cause and effect. I'm like, they pack up and wrap up Miros and send him home. I think something's going to happen. And I was working out. So anyway, just saying, your actions will come calling later down. So that,
His body comes back under the control of the necromancer.
no.
Brings a dwarven army.
No. Somebody, you guys go out. You know, I was just thinking about maybe who funded this expedition. You know, I think it's the Anvil Bender family that funded this expedition. And I think when you send their son home in a box with Frank, I think they're going to respond the way Dwarven Mafia will. But anyway, we'll get into that later.
Yeah, an army of golems comes marching on down. That's okay. Anyways,
Miro, sorry. What do you
back
want
on the ranch.
to do? What do you want to do, Miros?
I would like to go do a snappy attack.
The guy in front of you?
Yeah, I do
Okay,
to
go.
take
Yep.
a flurry of snaps with my jaws.
Chomp
Frog jaws.
with your teethless jaw.
Mom.
Nom time.
No.
Can you swallow this guy whole? Do you have that ability?
If I can I have the swallow whole ability?
No, I think it would be
No.
the creature. I just wonder if there's
I
this
will
guy-
blow a feat on that if you want to give that to me.
I bet you get to like 15th level ranger and they'll be like, well, wild shape, you can take the swallow whole ability while inside. I'm
wish.
sure it's out there.
Please, Jeff. Please.
Not now.
Yes.
I'm just saying. Oh, you want me to make
So-
up this feat for you? Not at this level.
Swallow whole. They've kept that out of the players' hands for a reason.
No, just starting to track the way the system works. It wouldn't surprise me to find some 12th or 15th or 7th level druid-specific feat occurring to wild shape where you start getting more of that creature's abilities like swallow whole, which would be way too broken at 8th. Sorry, no. Anyway,
No, they just
Nom
we
away.
never get that ever.
nom away.
Yeah. Okay. Nom. Hungry frog jaws.
Press buttons.
First one. 30 to hit.
That's it.
Bogart 21. It's a hit. Damage. Oh, sorry. I think I rolled the wrong dice. Hey, you know what? I'll
Uh-huh.
take it. I rolled it.
What are you supposed to roll?
D6s instead. I rolled.
Okay,
I rolled
I can fix that, no problem. So pick up blank d6s, like don't push buttons, but get your actual fake dice at the bottom.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Like
yeah,
pick up
there's
a
twos.
pick up a raw d6. Yeah, So I'll take 8. I'll take 8 off and add 8, but at least we know.
It's the same.
Just saying, you know.
The dice god have said this is how it rolls out.
Fantasy Ground's like, what the fuck are you two doing?
Yeah.
Just get on with it. Okay.
All right, next roll of the nom-noms.
Yeah. You heavily hurt this thing. You hear like rubbery crunching of bones.
Arr.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
30 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
I'm rolling the proper damage dice this time around.
4.
13 points of damage.
Just crushing this thing. It's flailing in your mouth. You critically wound this thing. You bring it down.
You guys ever seen a frog eat a worm before?
All I can think of is Futurama, where the hippie gets swallowed by the Frog King.
Yeah.
It's not happening. Just
Look at my hands. They're huge.
well, he's swallowing a magical swamp seer, so I don't know what I get to do after this.
Do you see it? Do you see it?
Al's like, spit him out, spit him out. Anyway, be happy I didn't give you that free feat. Anyway, that's 2.
That's my action. My first action.
This is a bite attack. I don't think it occurs to flurry of blows. Your flurry of blows, does it go to any natural attack or just an appendage attacks?
Any natural attacks.
Okay.
Any natural unarmed attack.
Yes.
Correct.
That's not an attack. This is a biting
it blends
attack, which
very
is
well with.
I know, but the biting attack is
his arms.
no, but the biting attack is considered a separate category. So we'll just throw a lot of tongue in there, make it legit.
No, it totally blends in well with wild shape.
Yeah, but it says, did Joe just not state natural unarmed attacks?
Yeah,
Right.
And natural attacks are considered unarmed.
Right. And so anything a creature would do unarmed, like headbutting, smacking, not biting. Biting is considered separate.
No, that's unarmed.
Surely.
100%. No rule bending allowed, like necessary. This is straight up 100%.
Okay. We'll get back to this, but okay.
Cool.
Chew, 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 with no teeth.
Nom, nom, nom. Is it still kind of?
It's critically damaged. Like I said, there's light, moderate, heavy, and critically wounded. So you know you got it down to like below 25% hit points. I'm not gonna tell you how many it has left, but at least you have the idea of like thirds, quarters of chunks that you're taking out.
All right, is he doing like the Street Fighter 2 kind of like?
Oh, I could say the wiggling comes slower.
All right, cool.
We ain't dead yet.
Miss.
And it's just to like tense his muscles and hold the mouth open. You don't quite get a hit on it.
All right, and okay, I would like to fade into the darkness of the trees.
That's a third attack, though.
Well, flurry of blows counts as 1.
Yep.
The next attack was 2. He has an action.
Now I get so I take a full 45 move.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the extra damage that we screwed up. Okay. He fades away.
Yeah. So I'd like to take a 45 move into the trees.
Okay, let's talk about stealth while under direct observation.
Not stealth.
He's just moving.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's just pulling a homer, but not really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I go into the bush. Feel free to follow me into the bush.
Exactly.
Okay. There's not a bush here. You're
Okay,
looking,
a tree, a trunk.
those are above you. So you can just keep, if you move into here, it's thick, but you're still out in the open as far as they can see. You know what I mean? You're under canopy and on roots and...
All right. So with my 45 move, how far can I move?
You want to leave the map?
Sure.
Al would be so proud of you.
I would. Yeah, I wish to take my full move and move away.
In the diagonal.
5.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Damn game designers! Why didn't they allow
Do you
me
want to
move?
cheat? Do you mind cheating it to the west just to stay on the map?
That's
Is that
fine. Yeah, that's fine by me.
Well,
Why do you
anyway,
cheat?
this
into
is
the
considered difficult terrain because you're not in the water anymore.
But I'm large.
Yeah, you still suffer difficult terrain. Unless you have an open swimming area, you're, clamoring as a large creature. So 5 foot is still 10. So I can go, that's 10, that's 15 for 20, that's another 5 for 25, 30, 35, 40. I can put you in this corner.
Okay. Yeah.
But now
I'm fine with
you're also at a point where you're kind of rounding a tree trunk.
Okay.
So you get cover from
Can we put a circle around that tree trunk? For logistics sakes?
Honestly, the map says it's just closed. Like you've gone into a closed area.
It's not closed, technically. There's a jungle behind me.
I know. Or they're just saying it's like really thick. Anyway. Oh shit, I didn't count everything as 10, did I? Damn it.
No,
You're
you
walking
didn't.
through. Sorry, okay, so that's 10, and then that's 20, and 30, and 40, and you only 40. Yeah, so you get to here. Okay. Ish. I'm spending too much time on this dude. Anyway, you recede, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. We're all happy with that.
I did look up the wild shape really quickly. It does call out you gain one or more unarmed melee attacks specific to the battle form you choose, which are the only attacks you can strike with. You're trained with them. If your
Right, so-
unarmed attack bonus is higher than what's called out, you can use it instead.
Right, so attacks you're trained with. You're not trained to bite people, dude.
No, you gain being able to
Yeah, my
no,
bite attack I
sorry.
gain.
What it's saying is you're trained with those attacks that the animal form gives you.
Oh, it gives you free proficiency in...
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
for the frog is a jaw attack or a tongue attack.
All right.
Yes.
And it just overlaps to... All right. So Muros is done.
Yep.
And then we're at the top of round 10. A real fight. A real manly dragged out... Oh my god, this is going on forever. Fight goes to 10. Draconic dude is going to come back out. Actually, no. There's a friggin' snowstorm out there. I think I'm happy here in cover. I'm actually going to do something else.
Weather outside is frightful.
No kidding. He prepares. I'm a prepper now. Al.
All right. Well,
Well, not everybody is a crazy maniac. Like, you notice there's 3 types of creatures on this board besides the golem, and they act very differently. The draconic guys are smart, reserved. The baboon guys are nuts.
Oh
And-
no, I know. I'm not calling anything out. I'm just annoyed.
I know. Like I said, I'm not doing this purposely, man. I try to get in the head of every
It
creature.
makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
I hate it when GMs like use god tactics for creatures that just don't have it. I mean, wait till you meet the leader. She's such a bonehead. It's like, think about it. Those flying bat creatures could have done recon and found you guys every day. But no, you hang out here and you stay there. That's a dumb idea. That's a terrible idea.
I think this is a worthy time to do this thing.
Oh yeah, like reset all your hero points. Everybody has 1. No one has 2. Nobody has 0. Everybody has a hero point. Just don't even forget that. You'll have 1. Just saying.
Damn, do I go on the attack or do I do a bit more support? Just so
Attack.
versatile. You
Boom
think,
the hell out of them. Yeah.
you think so?
We
Okay.
got our healer back up. so-
I mean, that is your job.
Yeah.
Cluster
Boom
of
cannon.
enemies, do the thing.
Boom,
What do you,
boom
what,
the cannon.
what do you think, Miros? Attack or defend?
Oh, daddy, please. Give me
Okay.
boom boom.
Okay, that's everybody.
Oh,
Joe's unconscious.
Daddy.
No, he's awake
He's up
now. I woke him up.
He's up now.
I woke him up.
Joe, your consensus to
Yeah, boom.
okay.
Big boom.
Daddy,
Action boom.
Big boom.
Big boom.
Bada boom.
What do you want to target?
What's better? Because I think these guys are all going to all have fire resistance. So fireball's like awesome and stuff, but they have resistances to it.
Would
So I
you
think-
like to recall knowledge to see if the golem has any fire or magical resistances?
I'm not touching the golem.
Oh.
I see a clump of enemies that are like in a perfect conal spread lineup.
Okay, you need to get off this tree to see them. They're below you and under like your thing there. So you gotta get a little closer to get a good line.
I am gonna. Oh, I have to get closer for sure.
Yeah,
I
okay. Okay.
do. And I'm 25 feet up. So
I hate to put an idea in your head, but Muros literally backed away. If you're gonna do something area of attack, it would be now.
that's exactly.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the thought is in my head. All right. So I will move.
Best.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll move there.
Okay.
So,
So-
to the west.
Skirting practically directly west, there's a gap in the trees. So not having to go all the way out to the edge, maintaining this gap and kind of skirting to the top of the other canopy, you've got a good line on these guys. I'd have to say there would be better if you want to. If you're going to start talking logistics of targeting everybody.
I mean, and I could do another ice storm and just like bury the. But no,
everything.
I think I'm going to do fireball. I think I am going to do that.
Okay. Could you read Fireball? My head is so entrenched with 30 years of the old one.
It is a 20-foot burst with a range of 500 feet.
To whom it may concern.
A
Concerns me.
roaring blast of fire appears at a spot you designate, dealing 6d6 damage.
Okay. And it has a radius of what?
It's a 20-foot burst, so it's the same as size as the circle for the... Yep.
And if you can be that far away, go up higher and get further away so you stay out of croak range if they survive and come for you.
I am up high. I'm still 25 feet up.
All right.
But I will have an action to move afterwards, which I'll probably take.
Okay. This is the moment that every wizard arcane caster waits
I
for.
love this. This is my favorite. Big numbers. Fails. Come on.
Good numbers.
Critical failure. Yes, double damage. Let's go, baby.
One success.
Remember this. Suck it. No,
All
this
right,
is-
so
yeah,
21
this is it.
points of damage.
Yeah, don't tell daddy damage.
The small draconic humanoid took 0.
Yeah, so as suspected, you lay out your fireball, and it just kind of wraps a wing and peeks over, just uses its own hide, doesn't jump in the water to reflect like everybody else, because reflex save is assuming what they got, right? They all, jump around, jump in the water, whatever. Now, I will have a quick look, because one might say, what were you talking about water for acid and fire damage there? About underwater
Resistance
combat?
5
Resistance
for underwater
5.
combat.
Yeah, because I've got 2 buggarts in the water, and I've got 2 guys standing out of the water on roots. So the 2 buggarts might actually have a little bit of less damage than you think. However, I'm looking at... Hang on, I know, he's laughing. Buggart 2 ignored 41 points of damage to die, so I don't think 5 is going to help him. The other guy
He
took
had
20.
one hit point.
The other guy took 20.
It really was fuck that guy in particular because he critically failed. Oh.
The other guy
Fuck
takes-
all of you, but especially him.
takes
Especially him.
The other buggard would have taken 21, but I'm going to give him that 5 resistance because he's, neck deep
No
in
water.
water.
Yep.
Yeah. As soon as I can find him. And Mr. Baboon is wet fur, doesn't help him at all. The guy in the middle, 0 guy, took how many? Where's the baboon guy? Oh, he reflexed. He's wet. He jumps.
Oh, I just crashed.
Oh, he fell out of the sky. Oh, Al. It's okay. Al can't get his fly spell up. It happens to dwarves at a certain age. I think there's pills or something you can take.
Or are meant
just
to
like-
fly in the
No,
first
you
part.
moved there. You moved there.
No, I think he means his computer crashed.
That's fine.
Oh, that's fine. What is it Messsina said?
Oh, no, he
especially.
Yeah, he crashed hard.
Okay.
All right. I think
So-
we were at the end. I think he has a movement left, so we should probably let him have that when it gets it. But we can
Where'd you
probably-
want to go, Matt? Could you picture that in the mind's eye? Where were you going?
He's
dead. No, he's off. He's off session.
No, I know. That was the joke. What's that, Matt? Oh, no response. So I guess he stays put.
Oh,
Anyway,
here he is.
We'll come back to him.
He's back already.
Al, where do
Don't
you want to
violate
move?
him.
Where do
Yeah,
you
I
want
just
to
have
move
to reboot the software. I am going to
Yeah,
go
action
high.
left.
Yeah,
just gonna
I'm
go
just
up.
going to go straight up as far as I can. So
Okay.
it's difficult terrain. So I guess it's 15 feet straight up.
10. You only have a 25 move, and it rounds down, I'm afraid. Unless you were going to do a double move up, so you're 10 more
Nope.
feet up.
Move back to the cleric.
Not a bad
Ominous
plan.
voice. The ominous voice.
To get healed.
Would you like to change
Oh,
that?
yeah, you know what? Actually, that's true. That's a better idea. Move back to where I was before in range of my healing magic
Drop-
casting friends.
Drop height.
I think if I'm 25 feet above his head.
Gotta drop a little.
Okay, I'll drop a little.
There's a
I'll
tree.
drop to be within range of
You're on
his-
top. You're already on the top of the trees. If you drop, then you're climbing. You're no longer flying. You're tangled up in branches and you're climbing, changing your movement at all. So skirting the top, you'll just have to wait. The baboon that was the center of your fireball dives in the water. It's like, oh god. Right? First cold, then this. I don't even see anywhere. I might look at the last minute and we look up, we see this dwarf. Like, do you see these two clumps of trees? And there's that sliver of a 5-foot gap. You know, you just imagine like a drone hovering out, and then out comes Al, like a strike military drone, and just flies away.
Yeah, air to ground.
Yeah. Just ah. All right.
And you have a bad day. And you have a bad day. And
Yep,
you have a
so-
bad day.
He's gonna dive in the water and try to hide, and I'm gonna do some movement.
The 20-foot square is moving when you move
with it
him, so it is totally telling us where things are. That was cute.
Well, that's his problem. That's not my problem. Lowbrack.
That's what we
But that
call it.
20-foot burst should be gone now because it was a fireball, right?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Lowbrack.
sorry.
And you didn't also spend actions to sustain the cones of cold or the ice.
Don't have to.
Looks
Just
cool.
has a duration.
Thought it said sustained up to the duration. Duration sustained up to 1 minute. You have to spend an action every round to sustain it.
Oh, okay. Well, then the cold goes away.
Thank God. Aiden, for
Yes.
helping me and helping my guys.
Do you give him a hero point?
No,
For working against this man?
no. I wanted to say that Joe and Aiden have been a
Something.
huge help since this inception of the show. You know, I'm just
I'm
wanted to say-
glad I'm able to help. I like looking at the rules no matter what. I'm just glad I'm able to talk about them.
Like, I never give Aiden points for anything. It's insulting. Matt said, I thought I was going to give you a hero point. He's got to do something heroic, not deadly and crazy and scaring the DM. All right.
Okay.
See, I've got it like the spell I have is very different than the one that Nethys has. I better read that because there's no sustaining. It's just got a 1 minute duration.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that a bit later.
I would go with Nethys because they update constantly, and Fancy
Yeah.
Rounds is kind of behind. So, anyway,
Okay, one action, continue to hide
'Kay.
below the water,
okay,
and
throw it in
Two
town.
actions to kill the rest.
yep, and 2 actions to ready in case this. Kind
No reason.
okay, sounds good. All right, well, instead of readying, I'm going to swim away.
No, I'm indicating you rolled a 30 for once in your damn life. I got
Yeah,
excited
I know.
with
That's
this.
what I'm meaning. I'm going to
Oh.
swim away.
Oh damn it!
You
I'm
told me that I rolled low.
Change that. You didn't roll low. I just said you rolled at a 30. Anyway,
Yeah, it's like that's a 10 or lower.
I just realized that I inadvertently changed the actions. You rolled a 21. Because now I feel I've urged you without cause. So you rolled a 21. You can decide if that keeps you or makes you leave. Are you staying or going? Oh, he's
Spending a
re-rolling.
hero point.
He's spending his only hero point on a stealth roll.
Stealth.
Oh my god, I hate you so much.
Good. I'm glad. Okay, 2 actions to ready in case this thing comes in. Either the golem or the dragon thing comes into range, and I'm gonna attack it. And that's my turn. Look, I'm not contributing to the combat, so it's fine. Don't get that angry at me.
I need a 29 to see you, don't I?
I don't know.
Yeah, you got a 19. If I tried to perceive you,
But if I got a
It's in
19,
the tower.
38.
you have a plus 19, so your DC of stealth is 29, is it not?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. This thing needs a
Without it hiding. I mean, if you've actually stealthed it, you jack it to what you roll, right?
No. Nope.
No.
It's not versus. I just take my perception and I go against his. Like, in his
So
turn.
what does them rolling
Okay,
even
so-
accomplish?
I think the rolling affects
It burns actions. It burns action. Okay, so like on his turn, he's stealthing. He's going against our DCs, right? So we don't get a free. There he is. Let's get him.
You have a free
Our round.
base perception. He's rolling against their perception.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yes.
not exactly. Not
Their
exactly.
passive perception.
Would you let me explain?
No.
It's not a roll-off, okay? If a character chooses stealth, then he's setting himself up against their, like you said, passive or DCs, right? That means for his turn, we don't see you eating chips or hear you. Thank you. Lobrak's eating chips underwater. No one sees it.
Oh, delicious. I'm sorry.
There's a lot can happen on the player's turn that creatures can do. Reactions, yada, 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 right? So he set them up to be invisible for that turn. Now it comes to my turn, okay? I can just do stuff. I don't see him. He beat my DC. But if the creature burns actions and decides to have a hard look around using a perception, then now I'm using up my turn to make perceptions, or stealth, against his DC. I know it looks like a DM counter because he tried to stealth, and I'm like, well, I'm going to try and perceive.
No, it's just a difference of how the game in this game goes. But,
Yeah. The big thing is that it gives me either the hidden or undetected condition, which gives me bonuses. Because if I'm undetected and on his turn he perceives me, I'm still hidden, which gives me bonuses to my AC, or he has to make a flat
which you
check to
trigger
hit.
by doing it real well.
Yes.
Great.
So we're good. Everything's good. The hero point was probably still useful. So, yay.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. So even if I hit the 29, because he's changed his actual condition, I might be aware that he's in that square, but not actually see him.
Yeah.
It's complicated, but
Yeah,
yeah.
There's a lot of.
But I can understand Doug's concern, going, well, what's the point of hiding if everybody's just going to see you and look? Well, first of all, it burns up my action, so it's kind of good. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I'll try to think in my head, not say things out loud that scare our paladin. Lobrak, are you done?
Yes.
Sorry. Okay.
Yes. 1 to stealth, 2 to ready.
Okay.
That's ultimate.
But it's good to get this out, or
And
remind us.
next time, Aiden,
Yes.
if you're not moving, you don't need to re-roll a stealth.
Yeah, but I scared him with my hero point.
No,
right?
but I'm saying
I didn't need to-
he doesn't
I
need to
probably didn't
re-roll.
need to first place.
So
It's fine.
I'm just saying. for next time.
Because he was just re-upping.
Because he's not moving. He's not moving.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's fair.
Okay, so did you want to change your actions? Because that is kind of very different now.
I
Go on.
wouldn't have burned the hero point.
Yeah,
but
you can have that
I-
back. Yeah.
I would have done the same thing. I would have stayed here
Okay.
and
Well,
readied.
Joe's right. At least give yourself the hero point because you're going off of the last roll I hated.
No, that's a good that's a good catch. I didn't realize that.
There you go.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah. Should we give Joe a hero point for that?
No.
Yeah.
No. As long as it's not.
Maybe if I do something heroic. Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of heroic, Niles, it's your turn.
Yay. I gotta do something.
Raise the shield and you're done?
No.
Okay. That's a
Can
chance.
you target Glug Glug and maybe Albric?
Oh, yeah. Intrigue.
Because I would like to
Betrayal.
first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Betrayal.
But it'll be
Redemption.
a distance for Albric. I don't know if I'm close enough.
Never see it coming. What are we looking at here? 15 feet out and 25 feet up?
Yeah.
And you got, what, 30 feet?
I am
So,
doing.
Can you move first?
30-foot emanation. No, I'm doing a 3 action heal.
15 out, 25 up. I don't think so, dude.
Will that raise up the dudes on the ground?
If they're dead, they're dead. Right.
No, it will not.
Okay. Oh, thank God.
Would you... No, I guess...
Because it's
they
a
would-
30-foot emanation, so it's 30 feet from me.
Yeah,
So I just don't know if he's close enough or not. So
he is not. I don't think
okay,
so.
then
Not-
he's just
not-
okay.
not
Can they just target myself and Glug Glug then?
Come get
If I
some
was 10
healing
feet
out.
over, it would catch me. I'm 5
Wait.
feet out of range.
He's 15 away. How high up are you?
25 up.
25 up.
He wouldn't let him lose
You're
any.
you're 29 feet away.
Oh, then I am in range.
Really?
Yep, Pythagorean theorem.
Oh, okay.
Okay, target all 3 of us then, please.
Ugh, beautiful math. I love it.
I've been asking you for those. I haven't heard anything till now.
Oh,
Funny.
I called it out earlier.
Oh, okay, did you?
Yeah, It was during one of the terrifying croaks.
I really needed that when I was
put him
flinging.
in range.
I was flinging poo earlier, and you were kind of silent, so I don't know.
Oh well, I assumed you were within range.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we put Al back into the poo flinging range. I mean, healing range, and off you go.
Huzzah! I heal for I can't read it because I got
12.
pop-ups. 12. Woo!
Yeah, everybody, yes. Hey, take it.
For everyone.
I have a question for Glug Glug. It says lay on hands, AC2 status
Yeah.
for how long does this last?
1 round. It should drop off once we.
Okay.
So
Get back-
if it
get
doesn't,
back to you?
once it. Yeah, once it gets off of his turn, I believe.
Okay.
We'll
And
see if
I-
it doesn't, then we can take it off.
And I am done.
All right. Goes to the golem.
And it's still there.
All right, I got it. Oh, I think it's cool it puts it on. I'd
Yeah.
rather forget and have it on than not ever give it and then beat you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Air inside the players. Okay, it is now the golem's turn. So now we can officially talk about. Because this is what I was going to do. I was going to patrol and look and wait for you guys to come and get me, right? I've moved out of harm's way. It's not smart enough to take cover from barrage. It's just smart enough to go, geez, I'm melting. Geez, I'm, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not being direct ordered out to get you right now, so I can belay that order and come back. So now I'm back in seek mode, but you can't really do that in combat, so I can make perception checks. While making perception checks, I can pretty much for free see and hear things 30 feet, blah, blah, blah. All the concealment went away because the spell shut off. Al.
Yep.
However, Aiden, let's talk about trying to perceive someone with your new hidden, undetected, invisible
Yes.
status.
So, using the Seek basic action can help you find an undetected creature, usually making it hidden from you instead of undetected. If a creature is undetected, that doesn't necessarily mean you're unaware of its presence. You might suspect an undetected creature is in the room with you, even though you're unable to find its space. A notice condition covers creatures you're entirely unaware of. So, yeah, it's basically it. If you beat my perception DC or my stealth DC with your perception, then I go to hidden, which is the space that I occupy, but little else.
Okay. So I do it in the tower. Your DC is 29. Okay.
Yes.
With a 33, I know something's there. But
Yes.
here's the thing. I'm programmed to attack enemies. If I don't know what's in the square, I don't think it'll go to you. You could be a fish. You could be something moving the water. Like, until I ID you, I don't think it would, you know what I mean? Wander over on a maybe. I don't think it would wander over a maybe. I will, however, continue to make perception checks. So, even though I'm scanning everywhere, can I double down?
That is the one thing I cannot.
I think you would have to move or something. Like Joe was saying, you're frozen and you still
You
keep
can
whatever.
seek in a cone.
Okay,
You get
so
to pick your cone.
okay, well, that's cool. Then I just do 4 cones. Left, almost left, down.
One of them
to-
was
to
the
right.
direction that, right.
Yeah. So I'm just dropping as I cone my way around. Whoa. Those video games that actually show you the glowing eyeballs and they show sweeps. Yeah, the enemies see that. Well, usually you have a mystical ability that shows you where the attention is of an enemy as well as its movement and footsteps and Dishonored and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm back in sentry mode. And that's me. Now we have a small draconic humanoid that bit Miros in the butt. And I just got fireballed. I'm going to... Stealth doesn't hamper your movement, does it? No, it halves it. Shit. I don't have all... The rest of the world doesn't have all Lobrak's feats. Stealth halves your movement?
Yes.
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 Okay, so it's... So, forget that. It's bad enough that I got it, So, 5, 10 on the route. I'm going to jump to this route, 10 feet away. Pretty easy peasy. Climbing along. Using my climb speed to go 5, 10, jump. Or just running. 5, 10, jump 90 degrees. 15, 20, 25, 30. Now I begin climbing up a tree. I go up into the tree. And I pop up, hi Al, in the tree. And I'm gonna throw something at you. Oh, that's funny. What's the range of my tail? Yeah. So it pops up in the tree, puts its butt in the air, grabs on, and tries to swish the top of the canopy and hit you 10 feet away with my tail. I know, it's a bit of a reach, but hey. you guys have... Oh, sorry, I didn't even mean to do that. I meant, smack you with my tail. Natural one.
That's not going to...
And I slip, and I fall out.
Ball damage.
Now, normally I would just cost it an action, right? So it overstretches, and it's... You ever see like a squirrel grab the branch after jump? It jumps from branch to branch. Squirrel goes branch to branch, and the claws slip, and you see the back feet scrab. Like, it doesn't fall, but it slides to the underside or the side, you know what I mean? So I'm going to give this guy a reflex and see if I can maintain some sort of perch. 32.
Fine.
Okay.
He's fine.
So, yeah, but he is down in the canopy, like he's, not in striking range of you with his tail anymore. He's kind of shifted. Glug glug.
I am stuck.
I will put him 5 feet away just to mean that it's like down because I screwed up and I can't strike you.
Okay.
Glug, glug, glug.
So there's a tree trunk probably obscuring my direct vision. I am currently like just off the water because I leaned down to...
the trunk goes up in its branches, and then we're at the very top, so it's thin branches. So I may have some...
So the dragon is still way up at the top.
I'm draconic, but I'm just saying, like, you see it in the top of the trees. It's like pegging a squirrel. So
okay, so
I have some
caught itself.
I have some concealment, but I don't have cover. I'm not the other side of a trunk, so you can see this thing up there going an owl.
Okay. I'm starting my turn with no focus points. I would like to call out to my deity and say, Kirkus, I know that I keep bringing you up, but you keep giving me powers that say that I need to expressly call you out. So I hope you like hearing from me on the regular. And if I could have a focus point right now, I think I could do a lot of good. And instantly recover 1 focus point.
And what's this ability called?
It's called Desperate Prayer.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were just messing with me. All that shit that went down a couple episodes again, where you said my name instead of Kirkus's, and I allowed it. So it's just like, are you messing with me? Okay. So do me a favor, Doug. I really like the role play. I really am. I just start with the label. I activate Desperate Prayer, and I say this because
I did. I explained the trigger. The trigger is I begin my turn with no focus points in my pool.
Yeah, but you want to activate...
call out to my deity for their aid.
Right. But you didn't... I had to ask you for what the label was. I'm just saying... I like all that. Just throw in... I'm using my Desperate Prayer ability. Because I think you're just flavor texting, and I don't want to miss any of it.
Okie dokie. All right. I will then move.
Okay.
I will move up and to the left.
1 second.
Your background.
So you were saying...
I'm going to fly straight up, looking for my best line of sight on her. I don't know that I don't know why I've gendered the draconic humanoid.
Yeah, dude, you should know better.
It's fine because I think they actually are female from what I've read. So,
okay.
And there's such a wash of creatures. I think it's helping with the distinction. So, I don't think anyone's going to take offense. I don't. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to essentially fly straight up from where I'm at, so I can go as high as 10 feet at because I have a movement of 20, so I can go up 10.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for the best line for me to throw my javelin at her.
Okay.
For my clearest shot.
Well, despite what the map shows, Al is higher than she is. So you're actually throwing under Al. So I'm not going to give her a shield bonus because Al appears to be in the way. He's not. You know what I mean? A picture of the tree also kind of doming a little bit, right? She's kind of at the top, but off the dome, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go with concealment because
Okay,
of the
so-
foliage. So I just need a flat check, probably. Oh no, but you're throwing a piercing weapon through branches. It could get caught. So I'm not going to go with concealment because it's not thick enough to warrant that. I'll probably go with the light cover bonus. So just give me a negative. Is it 1 or 2? I think it's 1.
I can put it on here if you'd like.
Yeah,
Minus
go
1.
ahead. Yeah.
And then attack
Lesser
with my
cover.
javelin.
Now the funny thing is, if you actually go, there's a +/- sign in your roster at the top right. You can actually add cover, greater cover. I'm just not sure if I'm supposed to put them on the people or if you're supposed to click it before you do an attack. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I put a -1 in is what you mentioned.
Oh yes,
and
please. But I'm just letting you guys know there's a fantasy grounds option that we should look into.
I'd like to
Critically
use a
miss.
hero point to re-roll that.
Sure.
Because I do not want to lose my action economy. -1. Better. Just a regular miss at a 23.
Not as embarrassing to you or your deity.
And then I will raise my shield.
Okay. Did you want to throw again with a negative? Because you can do a multi-attack at a negative, right?
I moved, I attacked, and I'd like to raise my shield.
Okay. Bugard number 2. Bugard number 2 also goes into stealth mode. And I'm going to try something. Okay, so he's doing that. Which brings us to Miros in the bottom of round 10. Miros. Paging Miros and Vendor.
Who do I see?
My God, why is this guy hiding? Did I bug out? I think I bugged out. I tried to be stealthy.
There is
So,
one we
well-
do not know.
Right.
That we don't see. Yeah.
So can I have... You don't see anyone. Everyone's like jumped under the water. Now, there's some stuff going on top of a tree over to your right, where you know Al is. So you could move and look to engage. Or if you're worried that you're going to be moving through the enemy and they're going to gang up on you because they've gone to ground,
Yeah.
give me a perception against our base. Yeah.
19.
Okay. Rainbow Butt Monkey, Bing, is clamoring around trying to use, Anyway, he's there. He's close by.
Splish splash, he was taking a bath.
Yes. I will give him...
Zeta and 9.
I will give him lesser cover.
that on mute.
Give him lesser cover from you if you want to attack from here, or do you want to move and attack, or what do you want to do? Or do you care about him?
Cover doesn't affect melee attacks, right?
That's concealment. Cover is actually like there's stuff in the way.
Yeah, but that's only ranged for a melee attack, though.
Yes, but you have to spit your tongue through the cover to get to that, unless you're adjacent.
It's bonuses to all AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until you get that feat where you can zigzag your tongue and drop it down.
We've already been down that road, and we've already done that. But yes.
Okay.
5, 10. All right. I wish to move to the right. I wish to move to the right using my full speed.
Okay. You can go 5, 10, 15. You can go 20 feet, which is 40 for you, and then you hit a stump.
Oh, and what a stump!
But now he's in the open because the cover was on that angle, so you got
All
a
right,
clear line.
lick.
All right, he's targeted. Go nuts.
Thank you.
Oh no, thank you.
Thank you.
The more you clean up these mooks and we get to the real monsters within, the happier I will be. Have we ever had a
The
combat?
final lick down.
And yes, we have had plenty of combats that have gone more than 10 rounds.
right,
Yeah, but the
question you were
mine,
gonna
the
ask.
mine
Oh,
was
that
multiple.
mine.
The mine was multiple combat, so I'm not counting that. This is
14 points of damage.
hitting
First
with-
tongue hit.
Yep,
Second tongue.
hit with 26.
Third tongue.
Third tongue's a charm.
Third tongue,
That's
you
what
move.
I say.
Third tongue, you're moving down. You're moving down with penalties, right? Critical
Hey,
miss.
no, but these dice hate me. Like,
Okay.
with a passion.
Your tongue gets wrapped up, and you have to free it, costing you an action next round. You're on your third action, right? So next round, I will cost you an action, unless you want to just move with your tongue out.
I've only used 2 actions.
You moved. That's 3.
Critical, I flurry for flurry. Flurry
You
is
did a
one
third
action.
tongue. You did a third tongue.
You literally said third tongue. You got a 26, a 23,
Doesn't
and a
flurry
13.
only give you 2?
Yes, but
Flurry gives me 2.
26 and a 23 flurry is a action. Movement to start his round was a action, and the last attack at 13 is his third, unless he's hasted.
But he's hasted.
Is
He
he?
is not.
He's
I
not.
don't think. Did I not hit?
Oh,
maybe.
sorry.
No.
No,
Yeah, I
sorry.
don't think I did get
Sorry.
haste on him.
Never mind.
So I think you're done, sir. However, instead of just blindly costing you an action next round, I will give you a choice. You can cost that action because you have to rewind your tongue, or if you move up the tongue adjacent to him, I'll say that frees it as well. Still costs you a chevron because you're moving, but
How about a hero point to reroll it?
Do
yeah,
that.
sure.
All right.
Part of the cards, man. Part of the cards.
Yes, the cards. We're burning hero points.
So if someone,
Who used a hero point last
I did.
episode?
I did.
And Aiden, right?
No.
Yeah, I've used
Retconned.
Oh, right. Okay.
I've used 2, I think.
Just a
But
regular
would
miss.
but I get a hero card.
Yes. Okay, so starting with
Doug.
Glugs that I owe him. Last, second, sidestep. Play when you are targeted, not struck, targeted by a ranged strike. The strike automatically misses.
Oh, that's a nice one.
That's a good one, yeah. It's
Good
been
one
dying
for
to
me.
use these. Hold the line. Miros, play during your turn. Until the start of your next turn, each time an enemy would leave a space adjacent to you while using a move action, it must succeed an acrobatics or athletics check against your fortitude DC, or the move action is disrupted. So you're such a flurry, if everything crowded you and they all start trying to move around you and stuff, they would have to act like they were tumbling through you, even though they're not. That's pretty cool.
Doubles up on your with your reaction.
Yes. So these have titles, and if we get Doug and Aiden to put this in the notes, Doug has last, second, sidestep, and Miros has hold the line. And then we have somebody had critical movement, or was that the other show? Oh,
I had one of them, and I took a note, but I forgot to save it on my computer, so I don't remember what it was.
okay. Then you've probably got this one because I don't think I was giving them out in the other show just yet.
I don't think
Play
so.
this after rolling attacked. Reroll the check twice and take the best. Oh yeah, become doomed. And yeah. So,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you have one called critical movement, if you guys want to make note of that. I would like start to use the other show, but then then it gets really hard to track. And Miros with a regular fail.
Yep. A regular fail, not
I'll
a
take it.
critical fail.
Take it.
Regular fail. That brings us to the top of round 11. Round 11.
Da, 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 da.
And we will see you all next time. Terribly sorry. But we're over an hour. And no one's going to like me if I do half a round. So, last minute words of wisdom, Glug Glug.
Fergus will see us through.
Bad. I gotta say, there was a lonely Star Wars player that missed every other Friday. Now, we're not talking about Joe, who just refused to play Star Wars Swissy, though I think we've talked him into it now. Mr. Doug Baldwin joined our crew blindly, threw a 5th level character at him, hardly played Pathfinder 2 at all. And I must say, Your game is getting more solid, more tactical, and the roleplay is upped tenfold since you began this cameo at the beginning or midway or somewhere. Where did we pick you up? Episode 50?
I came out at the elephants.
The elephant fight, yeah.
Out of the bushes.
Okay.
And then I went away, and then I came back again.
Okay. So I think Glug Glug is trying to drag out Doug's cameo by, like, the jungle never ends. I want to see you both, because I won't see you both be my friends.
We gotta last at least at the end of the battle.
Having played a monk of Kyrgyz in the past, to see a paladin of Kyrgyz, I'm actually very emboldened by Doug's character.
He's thinking about picking up the archetype. He's going to be the druid paladin of Kyrgyz.
No.
That's dwarven by the minute.
A monk of Kyrgyz makes more sense than it makes sense.
Because it's strength. It's strength.
Athletics, yeah.
Good idea.